Hi everybody, welcome. Today we are doing a Backcare workout. We're going to do a little bit of everything. We're going to start off with some Yin Yoga, and then we're going to go into foam rolling, strength training, and then into stretching. If you can't stay for the whole workout, I will section the workout out so you can look in the description, and that way I'll timestamp it. You can go directly to the section that you want. Know that not all these exercises are appropriate for everybody, so talk to your doctor before doing this workout to know the exercises that you can and cannot do. And the equipment that you're going to need are a mat, the foam roller. You'll want to have the longer size, 36-inch. You're going to want to have a yoga block, a yoga strap, and then have something to sit on, a blanket, a pillow, something that can elevate your hips a little bit. So with that said, let's get going. Let's get ready for Yin Yoga. You're going to lay on your back, and if you'd like to have your knees bent, feel free. Otherwise, extend the legs out. And you want to feel the balance of your body. Feel the balance of the tailbone, the shoulder blades, lengthen the sides of the waist, and just assess how you feel and feel the support of the ground underneath you. Feel the tailbone rooted. Feel the shoulder blades down on the floor and lengthen through the back of the neck. And feel your breath. Let's get ready to transition to Banana Asana. So what you're going to do is you're going to slide your right leg over to the right, then have the left leg come over to meet it. And if you want to stay there, stay there. Taking the arms overhead, and then decide if you want to cross one leg over the other. It could be either leg that you cross, whatever feels better to you. And from there, you're going to make sure that both glutes are down, feel the tailbone down, feel the shoulder blades down, and those arms overhead, and you're trying to relax the body and breathe into the body. So Yin Yoga, you are finding your edge. Intensity-wise, at the most, you want it to be a 4 out of 10. But if you're just starting out, I would say start at a 2. You really want to be able to breathe into the pose. So you're breathing into the lateral side of the body. And if you start to feel any tingling in the arms or in the legs, then you're going to want to back off a little bit. Maybe you bring your arms down by your side. We're holding for 2 minutes. If you'd like to hold these poses longer, hold up to 6 minutes, feel free to do that as well. Yin Yoga is really about joint health. So once you've found that appropriate depth for you of intensity, you're going to remain still and you're holding the pose for time. So just focus in on your breath and feel that flow of breath in and out as you hold the pose. Soften your body and feel the support of the ground underneath you. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. And slowly transition. Taking the arms down by your side. Taking the legs back to center. And if you'd like to bend the knees and windshield wiper the legs, feel free to do so. Just move slowly. We're really trying to get into the parasympathetic nervous system, which is our rest and digest system of the body. So moving slowly is key. Let's get ready for the other side. Extend the legs out. Take the left leg over to the left. Slide the right leg to meet it. Decide if you're going to cross a leg over. Bring the arms overhead, feeling a stretch through the right side of the body, finding your edge, finding stillness, and breathe. With Backcare, you really want to focus on being gentle in this Yin Yoga section. Feeling the breath, and you're trying to find stillness. Think of the body being majestic like a mountain. Think of the breath being calm like a mountain lake. and think the mind being like the deep blue of the sky. Finding stillness, peace, and tranquility. If stillness is a challenge for you, consider following your breath and counting in for a 4 count and exhaling out for a 4 count. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. And get ready to transition out slowly, taking the arms down by your side, bringing the legs back to center, moving slowly. Bend the knees. Rotate the legs side to side, little windshield wipers. Let's get ready for supported bridge. You're going to grab your block, place it at the lowest level underneath the tailbone, and feel the support of the feet down, feel the shoulder blades down. And then if you feel like you want your hips higher, move it to the middle height. Make sure the yoga block is in a comfortable position on your tailbone. Supported bridge is a great counterbalance for sitting. So it gets you into more of an extension where when you're sitting, you're flexing inward. And so this creates a little more opening for the body. But the hips are higher than the heart. So if you have eye issues, then you may need to avoid this pose. Also, if you've had hip replacements like I have, or hip arthritis, be conservative with this pose. Feel the front of the body open and light. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. And you'll want to squeeze the glutes, lift the hips up a little bit, move your block out of the way, lower the hips down. And if you'd like to alternate knees pulling in, feel free. Just move slow and breathe. Take your time with it. Now you can either roll yourself to the side to push yourself up, or you can have the hand behind the leg and use a little momentum to lift yourself up to a seated position. Grab your foam roller. Let's do a couple foam rolling exercises. We're going to start with some thoracic rolling. So you're right at the shoulder blades and just hold the head in your hands and roll up and down, and decide if you want to add a little bit of extension and flexion with that spine as you roll. This needs to feel good. I feel like people either love foam rolling or hate it, but I do feel like it makes those muscles a little more elastic and a little more fluid and gets into the fascia a little bit more. Now what we're going to do is we're going to transition. This is why you need a 36-inch, because you're going to have your hips all the way down at one end and your head resting on the other. If you can't do that, then just skip to the next section. Otherwise, you're resting on the foam roller. Now, if you have scoliosis and this does not feel good on your spine, do not do this pose either. But you have your feet wide, you feel stable, you feel the shoulders kind of rolling back and down, lengthen through the back of the neck. Little bit of body awareness here, and we're on an unstable surface. So we're just going to try and be as stable as we can. Pull the abs in about 4 inches below the belly button. You can make it more unstable by bringing your feet closer together. So just play with it and see what works for you. And then you're doing snow angels. So you're bringing those arms down, down, down. Really reach the arms out and up, up, up as much as you can. Just move slow and take your time. Because we're getting into a little more mobility, when you bring your arms up, go ahead and shrug your shoulders. And then when you bring your arms down, push the shoulders down away from the ears. It's about getting as much movement as you can. Transitioning to W and V, pinch the shoulder blades and then shoot those arms out to a V. And now scissor the arms. One arm reaches overhead and one arm reaches down. Only work within your range of motion. Move smooth and fluid. Now we're going to transition off the foam roller. So you're going to straighten one leg out and then you're going to roll off onto your back. And just lay there for a second. Assess how you feel after your Yin Yoga and your foam rolling. Now roll yourself to the side and then push yourself up to a seated position. And then if you want to sit on a blanket so your hips are elevated, do that, or sit in a chair. You really want to feel comfortable as you sit. Find a tall spine for you. And then if you'd like to place your hands on your ribs, and then visualize tracing the shape of a circle with your rib cage. Start conservative, move slow, think a small circle, like maybe it's only the size of a golf ball. And then you make that circle bigger and bigger. If you'd like to place the hands on your knees, feel free to do that. We're going one direction 10 times. Last circle, and then you're going to switch the cross of the legs if your legs are crossed, and you're going to circle the other direction. So again, starting small, seeing how that feels for you, and then making the circles bigger and bigger. Now you might notice from side to side that it might be drastically different, so just listen to your body, do what you need to do. Last circle around, and now let's transition onto hands and knees and get ready to do cat and cow. So because I'm on cement, I'm going to place a blanket underneath me, and it's freezing, so I actually have like 3 shirts on here. So you're going to have your hands directly under the shoulders, and if you'd like to make a fist instead, feel free to do that. Opening the heart and then pushing the floor away from you as you round. Open, open, look up if you can, and then push and tuck your tailbone. Going back and forth. We're going to do this about 10 times here. Take your time. Mobility is such a overlooked component of fitness, and it's one of the most important things you can do. You know, Joseph Pilates has said, you're only as young as your spine is flexible, and I truly believe that. Get ready for strength training. So I'm just grabbing a cushier mat, but continue to use whatever you've got there. You're going to lay on your back, and this is where you really want to feel the stabilization of your body, and you want to feel yourself bracing through the core. You want to pull the pelvic floor muscles up, lengthen through the sides of your waist, and feel the contact of your tailbone down, your shoulder blades down, lengthen the neck. Dig your heels down into the mat, down into the floor and up towards your body so you feel the hamstrings engage. Let's get ready for pelvic tilts. Place your hands on the hips, and you're going to flex in as much as you can and then tilt that pelvis away from you. Go back and forth and notice your range of motion with that movement. If this movement is very challenging for you, it can be, then you want to think of your tailbone like a plate with water in it. And you're pouring water out of the plate at 12 o'clock and at 6 o'clock. Find that neutral pelvic position where you really feel the tailbone planted, brace through the core, and reach the arms long. Plant those arms down. And now you're going to, again, abs in, and you're going to float one knee up, float the knee down, and then switch. And you don't want to rock your hips. You want to keep your hips as still as you can. You want to feel the tailbone planted and your shoulder blades planted. Really focus on that. This is core stability that we're working. Still feel the contact of the shoulder blades down, and really focus on your breath and the length through the torso. Float the leg up, float the leg down. Stay controlled. Now, if you want to stick with marching, stay here. If you want it to be a little more challenging, then we're going to go to the next level. You're taking both knees up, knees directly over the hips. Create the length through the neck, core engagement, abs in, open chest, plant the arms down, and feel the pelvic floor kind of pulling up and in like you're stopping your pee. And then you tap one leg down and then the opposite leg down, and do it without rocking the hips side to side. If you want it harder, extend one leg out, bring the leg up slowly. Visualize if you were moving through mud, and what would that feel like? So you want it to be very purposeful. Do you want it harder? If you do, you extend both legs up, reach the legs long, 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 and then drop one leg down and come up, and then switch. If you feel any clicking in the hip or anything, you can try opening the leg out a little bit wider, see if that works for you. Otherwise, back it off. You can bend the knees again. Work at that last area of success for you. You don't want to feel like you're arching your back. You keep the ribs down, abs in. And then if you want to bring those arms up and do dead bug, opposite arm, opposite leg, do it. And you can bend the knees at any time you need. Try to do a few more reps if you can here. And then if you want to go both arms and legs for more of a challenge, that's coming up right here. Here we go. Boom, out, and then pull up. Whatever option you're doing, just do a couple more. Keep that core engaged. And that is your last one. Now we're going to transition into real bridge. We did supported bridge, but now we're going to do the work with it. The feet are planted, abs are in, kind of go through those checkpoints again. Plant the arms down. Now you're going to squeeze your glutes to lift the hips and lengthen through the sides of the waist, brace the core there, and then come down both sides even. And think right when the hips touch the floor, that's when you go back up again. Just kind of take your time here to start with and think about what you're doing. Squeeze those glutes, and that is how you're lifting the hips. So you're going down a 2 count and coming up 2. Down 2. Squeeze the glutes, lift up 2. Last 2 2 reps at this tempo. Last one. And now we're going to transition down 3, up 1, down 2, 3, and lift. Do it again. Down, 2, 3, lift, up. Do a couple more. Now go down 1 and come up 2, 3. Down, lift up, 2, 3. Couple more. Now you're going to hold at the top for a 3 count and then come halfway down. So hold it up, 3, 2, 1, halfway down. Back up, 3, 2, 1, halfway down, and repeat. You have the option to go into singles. Just go down a little, up a little, down a little, up a little. Keep the core engaged. Keep squeezing the glutes. Drive your heels down, down a little, up a little. Last one right here. And come down slowly. Get ready to transition onto hands and knees. And get ready for bird dog. Do you need padding under your knees? Take it. And if you need to roll your mat up for your wrists, you can do that, or make a fist, whatever feels good to you. Now extend the leg out and first have the toe down. Pull the abs in and brace the core. Lengthen the sides of the waist. Same rules apply. And then lift the leg up, but don't lift so high that you're arching your back. I want you to reach the leg long. Squeeze the glute to do that. The opposite arm comes up. Start at your shoulder, take it out to the side. And I want you to hold it there. Now feel yourself pushing the floor away from you and breathe. Breathe into this. Now take the arm down by your side with the palm up, and everything is strong and stable. You're focusing on core stabilization here. Keep breathing. Do you want to bring the arm overhead? Go for it. Your neck is in a neutral position. Lock the shoulder in the socket. Reach that leg long. Squeeze the glute and then come down slow. Let's get ready for the other side. Extend the leg out. Remember, the toe can stay down if you would like. Lift the leg up, maybe in line with the hip. Pull the abs in, brace the core, and then take that arm out to the side and breathe. Reach that arm long. Keep the body still as you can and just keep focusing in on your breath. Maybe take the arm down by your hip with the palm up. Keep reaching the leg long. Squeeze the glute. Go through your checkpoints. Are you lengthening through the sides of the waist? The arm that you're on, can you still lock the shoulder in the socket? And then if you want to challenge it and take that arm overhead, do it. What do you need? How long can you make those limbs? And come down slow. Cat-cow or child's pose for a quick second. Get the blanket out of the way, and then you're going to go down to your stomach, and we're going to get ready for our last exercise, some back extensions here. Lengthen the legs out long and push the pubic bone down. Lengthen through the sides of the waist and slowly come up and down. You're working the spinal erectors that run up and down along the spine. So just think about when you come up, can you slightly pinch the shoulder blades? Lengthen through the back of the neck, squeeze the glutes, and then come down slowly. Keep going. Now, if you want to make this a little bit harder, can you take the arms out to the side? So you're making a T shape with the arms. Still take the body up as one unit. The torso extends. You're extending through the spine and then coming down slowly. Try not to shrug the shoulders too much though, if possible. And then if you want more of a challenge, take your arms to a V shape or a Y shape and then come up and down. Could you do 4 more repetitions? Now, can you bring those elbows together as much as you can? Pinch the shoulder blades. Create length through the sides of the waist. Abs in and breathe. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and release down slow. And just go ahead and rest your forehead down on your hands. All right, we only have about 10 more minutes to go. We've got a stretching section. So could you take yourself up to your elbows? And this is called Sphinx pose in Yin Yoga. It's just like lengthening through the sides of the waist. Can you reach the legs long? Have your elbows directly under the shoulders so that you feel supported. And if this is where you want to stay, you stay here. If you feel like you need more, then you can take the hands down right next to the chest, and then you will slowly push into your first finger and your thumb there and push the floor away from you to come up, and start where you're just going to come up slowly and down slowly. And then you can keep going up higher and higher as your body allows you to. If you can straighten out your arms without feeling like you're jamming your spine, feel free to do so. Otherwise, again, if you want to stay in Sphinx pose, stay in Sphinx on the elbows. Do what feels good to you. And coming down, and go ahead and release the forehead down on the hands. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. Flip yourself around. We'll get ready for a hip stretch, which is figure 4. So you're extending the leg up, cross the ankle over the knee. Feel the tailbone rooted, and if you'd like to push down on the knee, do that. If you want to take the top leg, pull it in towards you to feel a hip stretch, or reach through the middle and grab the opposite leg. Can you do this by feeling the tailbone down and lengthening the sides of the waist and trying to keep the chest open, not forcing, just feeling good in through the hip. If you'd like to put your foot up on a wall instead, do that. Go ahead and release the leg down. Extend your top leg up towards the ceiling, and then float the leg down to the floor. Maybe reach the arms overhead if you'd like. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out, and let's transition to the other side. Leg is going to come up. Cross the ankle over the knee and decide if you're going to push down on the leg. Grab the leg, pull it in towards you, or do you want to grab the bottom leg? Release that leg, extend that top leg up towards the ceiling, slowly float the leg down, and then reach the arms overhead. Take a nice deep breath in, exhale out, and then bend that leg to meet the other one. And from here, you're going to grab your strap or a belt and you're going to loop it around 1 foot and just stretch out through the back side of the leg, the hamstring, the calf, wherever you're tightest. Actually, it could be your glute and low back as well. Do not force it. Keep it easy for you. Can you reach the heel to the ceiling and root the hip down? So you're thinking of the opposite directions of the leg, and just rest your arms. Don't pull with your arms. Feel like you can rest through the shoulders and in through your neck, and just feel the back side of the leg opening up. The tailbone is planted, and if you'd like to extend the other leg out on the floor, feel free, or you can keep it bent. Visualize breathing into the back of the leg and the back side of the body to create softness. Now we're transitioning to the other leg. So you want to reach the heel long and feel the hip planted and feel the back side of the body opening up, not jamming your spine, and each side might be drastically different. So again, decide if you're going to bend the knee or extend that leg out. Listen to your body. Do you need to give yourself a little more strap or less? And breathe into the back side of the body again. I wanted to create a all modality back workout that you can come back to again and again. And again, even if you only have time for a 10-minute section versus all 5 sections, feel free to do that. Okay, go ahead and release that leg, and you're dropping your knees in together. If that doesn't feel good to you, you can have a block between the knees to create a little more space, or you can have your feet come in a little bit more. And you're just trying to soften the body and feel the support of your mat and notice the effects of your workout today. Notice how you feel. We are here for only 1.5 minutes, so could you really be here for this 1.5 minutes? Focus in on a little mindfulness. Be present with your body and how you're feeling, and if you'd like to extend the legs out right now, do so. Feel your breath. Feel the torso expand as you inhale. Exhale out. And soften the body as much as you can. Could you breathe in, feeling your body expand like a balloon? Exhale and feel light and open. Take a deep cleansing breath in. Exhale out. And then breathe easy. If you have your eyes closed, open your eyes. Assess your surroundings. And start to slowly come out of it. You can bend the knees up into the chest. Roll yourself to the side. And then you're pushing yourself up. And if you want to get up from a kneeling position, you curl your toes under. push yourself up onto your feet and then slowly roll it up one vertebrae at a time, and you can have the hands on the thighs. Just take your time with it. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.